I'd like to thank everybody for coming to this meeting about milking this $10 indie game. It seems we came to an understanding to sell the soundtrack as well on CD for $10. That way we can double the
Wait just a minute. Get this. We sell them a vinyl of the soundtrack instead.
Why would anyone spend 4 times the cost of the game just for the soundtrack? That doesn't make any sense. Video game music is something that hasn't really gone appreciated too much until recent years. Couple that with this trend of vinyl coming back for some reason, and you got the ultimate gamer trend. Let's be blunt here, vinyl isn't the best way to listen to music. It's very costly, it takes time to set up and calibrate, and on top of all that, you have to stand up and swap the side when a few songs are done playing. I'm lazy, I don't have time for that. Despite all of this, I would argue that soundtracks on vinyl deliver an experience that is hard to replicate with the digital age. The large nature of vinyl screams to have art plastered all over it. The fact that you have to go through the setup and swap records from time to time makes you want to listen intently, and the fact that you can't skip track from track makes you appreciate songs you might have not before because you just wanted to listen to Dire Dire Docks for the 20th time today. Many times, newer vinyls will come with additional art and even a digital download of the album to help soften the medical expenses you'll have to cover for your wallet when it gets hit with the heavy cost of a record. The art here can be phenomenal between Mother 2's track list that is also a roadmap of the game, or Lisa the Painful's somber yet peaceful paintings. Yes, CDs also have these things, but just how CD stands for compact disc, vinyl stands for very indescribably large, making it more grand and having potential for things that would otherwise not be included due to the CD's small size. Also, don't forget the cool designs on the records themselves between the splatters or the cool pictures, as CDs cannot go too crazy with these designs. Even small details like how there are Chaos Emeralds and Sonic CD soundtracks outer sleeve are impressive touches that add to the experience. Oftentimes, all these elements combined will set a mood before you even start playing the music. Now, what about the actual playback quality of vinyl? It's a common practice for streaming services like SoundCloud, YouTube, and Spotify to compress audio. This saves bandwidth so they don't have to stream such high quality to millions of people. Despite all that, not all compression is bad, it's just a way to more efficiently save data. Theoretically, you can compress with minimal loss in quality. MP3s trim audio elements that humans shouldn't hear, while formats like WAV or FLAC are considered lossless as they don't change audio quality despite being minimally compressed. Vinyls are an interesting scenario as the quality depends on multiple factors including the build of the record as well as the record player. The biggest difference here is vinyl is an analog signal, meaning it isn't as simple as ones and zeros. Your record is being translated to said ones and zeros based on the signal the vinyl lets out as it's played. Surprisingly, it tends to be quite accurate. In terms of convenience and quality, however, downloading the lossless formats directly win, but vinyl can be pretty darn close. CDs tend to use MP3 so you can cram more tracks. And with all of that out of the way, where in the world do you even buy video game vinyl? You'd be surprised with the diversity between all the different outlets. You have shops like Ship to Shore, Fangamer, I Am 8-Bit, Ghost Ramp, or Mondo that sell anything from as small as Minutes soundtrack to something as big as Metal Gear Solid. The community has been growing rapidly too, with smaller startup labels and even a VGM vinyl review site. The popularity for game music on vinyl has also meant that an underground bootleg scene has deep roots. The quality of the bootlegs don't really stack up to the professional releases, but it won't stop some die-hard fans. I myself usually just stick to soundtracks for games that I enjoyed, but there's many that just collect for fun. My single pipe dream would be a Smash Bros. Vinyl. However, more Nintendo releases in general would be really appreciated. Hey everyone, thanks for coming to this meeting. Looks like no one was listening to our last one, so we decided to pre-record everything into this vinyl record, cause that seems to be the only way anyone will pay attention. Sorry to burst your bubble, but the Sony Walkman is the new retro comeback now.